Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shitty Cowboys. Sean, your hat looks fucking hilarious with that backdrop. Let me real quick make sure I
That's
don't
right.
sound weird as hell. Um, and also, Asmo, we also had tacos tonight. Hey, it sounds pretty good. Awesome. I've got a surprise later that I was making sure that doesn't make my voice sound too weird. Welcome everybody again to Shitty Cowboys. If you don't know what this is, we are going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, but Cowboy mode. Sean, your screen is fucking up real bad, but I kind of like it. This kind of spawned from our Extra Life charity stream a couple months back where these two jambalaya, or not, Gerunda's not really a jambalaya Pandagrants. He may convince you all otherwise within the next 2 hours, but Gerundu and Sean both played Red Dead Redemption, and they were role-playing as their characters, and it was a pretty big hit. And then we found a Western-themed Dungeons & Dragons setting, so we thought, what better thing to do than to reprise their roles as Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass,
And Jambalaya Pendergrass.
and
Remember
play
the
some
name.
two-player Dungeons and Dragons. So that's how we're all here. If you're curious about what adventure setting we're using that I mentioned, you can type in exclamation point Westhallow, because we're trying to get fancy and we're trying to set up a chat bot. So there's a couple different things we are going to be posting throughout the night, where you can see some new commands we have added. I think I'll go ahead and we will have both of you guys just introduce your characters. Any kind of backstory you want to give them? I don't know. We'll start with Gerundu, because I think Gerundu's been
All right, well,
working on his for a while.
the name Jambalaya Pendergrass. I done lived in the woods for many years. Tried my hand at brewing, but as a legitimate businessman, I never did make too much money. I mainly went back into the woods and brewed up some shine, got myself busted. I hunted them big animals out in the woods and critters and varmints, and ripped off their skins and sold them. I'm real good and out in there in the wilds. One time I bit a rattlesnake. I crept up on him real good and I sunk my teeth right into him. They don't expect it, you see. You know, snakes, there's always hissing and rattling around there, thinking they's real tough like, but if you get the drop on one, you bite them real good.
Thank you. Now, Sean Marston, you also need some random backstory piece of information we will never know.
Oh, give me a second. Oh no!
Oh no, we're losing everything.
Headphones.
What happened? Sean's gone. He got vaporized.
What in tarnation's going on with that boy?
I don't know
Get
what
your ass back in
happened.
that chair, Sean.
Hello?
Hello.
It's still
Yeah.
working. Hold on.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
2 seconds.
Can you? He can't hear
2
us.
seconds.
So we can make up his own backstory all we want now.
Got himself
Okay.
a hornswoggle.
Headphones unplugged.
There we go. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Boy went plumb deaf for a moment there.
Well, my name's Sean Marston. I work really hard so I can eat an Uncle Herschel's breakfast every day. That's about it.
I heard they got them good preserves.
They do. All natural.
So we start tonight off with you all on your horses. What's Jambalaya's horse's name?
Hollywood.
What is Sean Marston's horse's name?
I don't know if you were going to go with that, but it was originally Ubo.
Yeah, the stream it was Ubo. Dude, Sean, your background is
What's it doing? Well,
It-
my hat's just popping in and out.
no. I mean, your whole face is kind of popping in and out a little bit.
Oh, is it?
Not your
Gotta
face.
change it.
Everything except your face. I don't think it's too. As long as it's not too distracting, it should be good. Sean, it should be fine. So we've got Ubo and Hollywood for the horse names. You all are just out strolling along the Wild West of. I think the setting is technically supposed to still be in like Faerun, but cowboy Faerun. Um, so I don't know if you all had any destination in mind, or if you all are just wandering about looking for some land to settle on, or you guys could give me that.
I think we's mainly just looking for work, honest work. Trying to be legitimate businessman. Got a lot of transferable skills. I know how to use a lasso and a knife.
I mean, trying to think of a good job for that. And lasso and knife. I don't know what job has those two really high up on there.
Some kind of outdoorsy wrangler type of job here.
Or serial killer. Those two.
Well, if the money's good.
We'll take it.
So as you two are wandering around, it's just this wide, vast stretch of plains. Much like you see in the old Western movies. It's really dry, hot out here. That's maybe why Jambalaya doesn't have a shirt on. And it's been a few hours. I don't know if you two are very talkative while you all are just riding along.
You ever
You.
you ever seen a coyote creep up on a deer, bite it real good on the groin? That's how they bring them down.
I don't think so. I've never seen that.
Well, when you're living in nature, you see these kind of things. When you see a coyote, he goes on creeping up. And you get the alpha coyote. He's the one who does the groin biting, and the other coyotes they hang back in the scrub like, all quiet like, and they wait for the alpha coyote. He goes yip yip, gets in there. He goes bang. Hollywood, calm down, Hollywood. It's all right. There ain't no real coyotes. And then he bites him, and then the deer he goes, run, blah. He can't stand the pain in his groin, you see, and then the rest of them they come up and they get him. Valuable lessons you can learn from nature, boy. You stick with me, I'll show you a thing or two.
Sound good, Jambalaya.
That's right. Is that a town?
I kind of want to hear some more Jambalaya words of wisdom, but no. Unfortunately, as soon as you finish your coyote buckyballing story, you see a pair of identical-looking male gnomes that are seated atop this. It's a bright pink stagecoach drawn by these mechanical-looking horses. And they're arguing over this small device that they're kind of, tugging back and forth. And as they're pulling this device back and forth, you see that the stagecoach is rapidly changing colors from pink to green, yellow, and they seem to be really distracted in this argument and this tug of war as you see these two huge tumbleweeds go blowing past the stagecoach. And as soon as they walk in the path that they just tumbled upon, the stagecoach or the tumbleweeds stop, just with like out of nowhere, stop dead center, turn and go flying back towards the stagecoach. How about you both roll me a survival check? I think that would be cool.
All right. Where am I at with that survival? +6.
Jeez. So while they're both
17.
While they're both rolling, I will mention Sean Marston is a level 5 fighter, the gunslinger fighter, and Jambalaya is a level 4 fighter with 1 level in ranger. So that's what we're working with for them too.
So yeah, that was a 17 for me.
Why is he level 4?
Well, and then he's got 1 level in ranger. So he
gotcha,
multi-classed.
5 levels total. I've only got 4 fighter.
Gotcha.
Sean, what'd you get?
12.
12. Okay. Sean Marston, even you would probably notice this. You would notice it to be out of the ordinary because, you can lick your finger, put it up in the air. You don't feel any wind at all. It is very dry right now. The wind is very stagnant. So these tumbleweeds just stopping and just completely changing direction and going back towards the stagecoach. It's not due to wind at all. It's got to be something else entirely. It's not natural. But these two gnomes are just no blue, no red. They do not see these two giant tumbleweeds coming right at them.
Say, fellers, why don't you quit your tugging and look over at yon tumbleweeds? He's coming right at you.
As soon as you say that, and they look up towards you all, both tumbleweeds slam into the stagecoach, knock it on its side, and the two gnomes roll off the top of it. And the tumbleweeds, you can now see that they're like stuck to the side, like sticky. And you see some tendrils coming out of them. Both of you roll me an Arcana check. See if you can tell what these things are.
Big
I
old
don't know
minus
no trouble,
one.
no magic. Let me have a look. What I know about from Sunday school. I got a 13.
13, okay. That's good.
8.
Sean Morrison, you think these are just really mean-ass tumbleweeds. Jambalaya, you know that these are actually mimics. You've never seen any tumbleweed mimics before, but this looks like two giant, windswept tumbleweed mimics.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, these sure as shit ain't no regular tumbleweeds. I reckon these mimics.
You sure, boy? You
Well,
sure?
right. Yeah,
Sure.
Absolutely. I'm 100% sure.
They look like tumbleweed to
2000%.
me.
Well, they look like tumbleweeds, but that's because these mimics. That's what they do. We're going to make like the coyote and go straight for them balls, boy.
I believe you.
One more thing. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative. Sounds like you guys are going to go fight these tumbleweeds. But
Wait, how big are these? I think I underestimated the size. How big?
They are. So mimics are supposed to be medium size. So like, it could be like a 5-foot ball
big.
of tumbleweed. It's still pretty big. The module says large, but I think it might just be like. I don't. I think that it might just be a turn of phrase to call them large, but we're gonna say that they're both about 5 foot in diameter. But they definitely have enough force behind them to be able to topple a stagecoach. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll a bunch of initiatives. I'm gonna roll 2. I'll roll 1. I'm gonna roll 1 initiative. Oh, not good. That is a 6 plus 1, a 7. What did Jambalaya get?
It's 15 plus 3 and 18.
Dang. What did Lord Sean, or not Lord Sean, what did Sean Morrison get?
11.
Who the hell is Lord Sean Snow? Putting on theirs up in there.
So just before we get into the actual combat, I know that their cover art both has them having guns. They do not yet have guns. The fiction of this world is that guns aren't really a thing yet, maybe. So at the moment, you all will have whatever else you have but your guns, and you might have like a crossbow or something, or a bow. You just don't have your actual guns that we have set up for you guys on D&D Beyond yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Jambalaya, you are first.
I'm gonna lasso me one of these here mimic weeds, or at least try. So, for the purposes of this game, lasso is a net using the standard 5e rules. So, get some, boy. That's 24.
Yep, that hits. What exactly does your lasso do again? Like
All
mechanical
right.
wise?
So, a large or smaller creature hit by a lasso is restrained until it is freed. A lasso has no effect on creatures that are formless, or creatures that are huge or larger. Creature can use this action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach on a success. Dealing 5 slashing damage to the lasso also frees the creature without harming it.
I want to add one note to lassos, other that nets don't have, is I want to give you the option, if you want, to be able to pull it on your same turn. Let's say 10 feet closer to you.
All right.
You don't have to do the whole 10 feet if you want. You could do 5 feet. do 10 feet.
I have to be within 15 feet of it anyway to use it.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say that you can't pull something the whole 15 feet in one turn towards you, but we can say you can choose to pull it something 5 or 10 feet closer if you want.
All right. Well, why not pull this thing 10 feet closer?
Okay, so now it's like 5 feet away from you. Okay, so not right up on you. You got any bonus actions?
Nope. If I use the lasso, I don't get any other attacks.
Okay. Sean Marston, what do you got for this tumbleweed?
I'm gonna go over there and stab it.
The one that
Get you some of that tumbleweed, Sean. Go on, boy.
Come on, get it, boy.
Get him.
the one that Jambalaya lassoed, because that one would be restrained.
That's right.
Okay, so you would have advantage on this.
Oh, watch his jambalaya.
Come on, boy.
Okay. What am I rolling?
You're nice.
Dagger. Let's see.
Yes. Restrained attack rolls have advantage. So yeah, you will have advantage on this.
Did that work?
I'm not in anywhere to see your roll, so you'll have to tell me your rolls.
Yes.
You're in roll 20.
Yes, it did. That was a crit.
I couldn't find the roll 20, so I'm not in it.
Nope. I'm
25.
A crit? Oh shoot. Oh, what's the damage on that? You get to roll double the damage dice. I think you're
Says piercing 7. Whatever that means. I'm unfamiliar with this character.
Yeah, I kind of added a couple things to their characters. I'm just going to pull it up real quick, and I'll let you know.
So, dagger be D4 plus your dex bonus.
So you get to roll 2d4s, though.
What's my dex bonus? Let's see here.
Plus 3.
So that's a big 8.
8. Ooh, not
Damn,
bad.
son.
You like that dagger, boy.
You stepped that thing real good.
Right. And my pocket knife.
Is that a folder? That's real good. Real good quality. Nice.
Next up are mimics, unless Sean Marston has a bonus action. Can you make 2 attacks yet, Sean Marston? You might be able to.
Probably.
Yeah, go ahead and
Come
do
on,
another
finish that
one.
boy off there.
I can. The second one is a 21. So
And
I wasn't sure.
And roll it with advantage on that, because you might get 2 crits back to back. Who knows?
Oh, boy. I sure hope so. Yeah, go on, boy. Stick him again. Stick him again, Sean.
16.
Yeah, okay. So it'll be a regular, so 1d4 plus 3. Sean looks like he's wearing a beanie sometimes. When it edits out the side of his hat, it looks like a weird beanie.
Got one of them straw beanies.
Another 5 damage in this bitch.
Okay. Mimic's turn. So that one is going to just kind of writhe around and try to break free. And it has got a plus 3 to strength. Ooh, a 17 plus 3, a dirty 20.
I guess out.
So that one just bursts free. It actually like shrinks down a little bit, and like drops below the lasso, and then kind of grows back a little bit. So that's its whole turn. The other one is going to slap at Sean Marston, the one hitting its buddy.
How did I know this?
Sean Marston, that is going to be a plus 5. 13 total.
13.
Damn, son.
What's your armor class?
Oh,
Surely
13. You said 13. I thought you meant 13 damage.
I'm
No,
gonna say
13 to
surely
hit.
your
13 to hit.
surely your armor
14.
class is better than 13.
14, not
boy.
much better.
Yeah.
We
You
gotta
almost
get
got
you
me.
one of these here chainmail ponchos.
You almost got me.
Dang it. Yeah, it you can actually, it's so close that you can actually feel it like brush past you. And this tendril feels super fucking sticky as it goes past you, but just barely misses you. At that point, the 2 gnomes that toppled off the top stand up, and they run into the top of the tipped-over stagecoach and shutter the doors. And then we're back up to jambalaya.
Well, I guess I'll
Get him, boy.
get in there with my knife, try and finish this fella off. What we looking at here? +6 to hit. Yeah, that's a 23.
Yes, that hits.
I assume that does the job. All right, and that's 6 big old 6 damage there.
6 damage. Is that the one that Sean Marston's been attacking?
Yeah.
Okay. That one's starting to look. We'll say that it looks bloody. So we'll say not bloody. We'll say that you've been like chopping away like bits of this tumbleweed. What the fuck is tumbleweed made out of? Just like
Weed. Clues in the name there, son.
You've been like cutting away at it, and it looks like you're kind of like hedging it a little bit, and it's not growing back. So it's like about half the size of what it started as. And I now have disadvantage on my next dice roll. Thank you, Lynn. You've only got 1 attack, right, Gerundu, since you...
That's right, since I took a level of ranger.
Right, okay. So yeah, this one's looking pretty bad. It does look about half the size. Sean Marston, you are up next.
I'm gonna go for him on my knife again, boy.
Stick him good, Sean. Go and get him.
I'm gonna get him.
I don't think I even need to be here. I think you guys could just talk with each other, and it would be stream worthy.
Why they're not working?
Get him like the coyotes do, Sean. Get him round the balls.
Oh, I forgot to mention the big mimic balls on this thing.
Big pendulous mimic balls. You gotta get him.
Better than 15, boy.
15 does indeed hit, yes.
Right in them nuts.
5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. Oh, I forgot that my kids are watching upstairs until they go to sleep. That's okay.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, that... As soon as you stab into that, Sean Marston, this one shifts out of the tumbleweed form, kind of unsticks from the stagecoach, and it's this big blob of this gray-brown ooze now, just kind of slurping around towards you. And
look out, Sean, it's a shit monster.
I don't like it, boy.
this shit monster is going to again...
Can I run?
Oh, wait, you got 2 attacks. Dang it, I keep forgetting about that. You guys need to remind me that we've got that. Because I almost just...
Yeah, you want me to stab it again?
Yeah. Stick him, boy.
All right, let's do this.
Stick him, boy. Yeah.
19 and 6 piercing damage.
Ooh. Yeah, after that first strike, it shifted into this big mass of ooze, and you just slice up and take off one of its like pseudopod tendrils. What's it gonna try? Okay, so it's gonna take a different tendril, slap it out towards you, +5. 14 plus 5, 19. So I know that your armor class is pretty low, 14.
Yeah, 14, you hit me.
It's going to do 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And as soon as it hits you on the top of your head and it reaches back, it's got you stuck to it. And by the head, by the cowboy hat.
Help me, vinegar ass. Help me.
It's
I'm
encompassing.
coming, Sean, boy.
So it's got your cowboy hat, but you've got it tied like this, so you're getting hung by your cowboy hat. So you're up in the air, about 5 feet up in the air, and take 7 points damage. Next up is the other one. The other one that still looks like a tumbleweed is going to roll a little bit towards jambalaya, and you see some of the grass peel apart, and you see 2 rows of sharpened teeth as this thing tries to bite you. 19 plus 5.
Well, that'll do the job.
I would hope so. Oh shoot. So that is it chomps down. You take 7 piercing damage.
Ah, must
And
be one of
then
them
you
there
feel-
carnivorous plants.
Yeah, and as soon as it bites into your arm starts to feel not quite right. It's like feeling like tingly and numb a little bit, and you're gonna take 4 acid damage.
No, it gave me the itis. Meh.
Jambalaya, it's your turn.
Well, go stab it.
We need to get you guys your guns.
No, I'm gonna get my boy. I'm gonna get my boy first. I'm gonna try and cut him down.
We're just gonna stab everything.
Until we get guns. No, Jambalaya has a hammer too.
I do have a claw hammer.
Get him with that claw, boy.
All right, I'll switch up. We're gonna hit him with the hammer. You leave my boy alone. Where? It's a 23.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
Blech. 6 damage. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that you slam into that one. Oh shoot! I forgot I was supposed to have disadvantage on that attack against Sean Moore. Oh, okay. We'll do my next roll. You smash into it, and you hit like right where the those rows of teeth on this big globby one is, this gooey one, and you smush it down. Your hammer goes all the way down to the ground. And then from the point of impact to the ground, all the way up its body and up to its tendrils, it just all suspends in air for a moment, and then just drops flat and into like a pool on the ground of liquid.
That's right.
Sean Marston just hits the ground. He's only like 4 feet up, so it's not any damage or anything. But
You're all right, you big baby.
He falls on his butt though. And
Ow,
it's
man,
funny.
that hurt my ass.
Little
Sean
bit
Marston,
of a sore ass never hurt nobody. You get yourself up there and you fight them tumbleweeds.
We'll get them tumbleweed.
Sean
Okay,
Marston,
good.
you've got the next one. It's your turn. This one is still the tumbleweed.
Wait, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he just killed that one.
I'm gonna spend my turn massaging my ass.
Not really. Let's go.
I'm gonna
I'm
stab
gonna
him
spend my
twice.
turn massaging that ass. Don't you worry about that, boy.
I'm gonna stab him 2 times.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, the first one's gonna be a miss. It was a 7.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of armor, but they've got more than a 7.
11.
Nope. That's gonna miss too.
My
You
ass
just
is
missed
hurting.
it by 1.
That's my
Yeah, you're
excuse.
too distracted by your ass as you're just like trying to stab at this thing. That and like the tumbleweed is like just like peeling apart everywhere you're trying to stab. It's its turn. It's got a taste for jambalaya now.
Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo.
It is.
Come on, get your supper, boy.
It is going to. Okay. It's going to reach out some of its tumbleweed grass at your ankle and try to grab on and pull you up like it did to Sean Marston.
All right.
12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, that does it.
So again, 7 points of damage as it grabs you by the ankle, and now it's holding you upside down. It's your turn.
Help me.
I'm coming, boy. My ass still hurts, so.
The carnivorous plants got me. I'm just going to be trying to hit it with the hammer while I'm suspended upside down.
So you will have
that's
disadvantage, unfortunately.
disadvantage. That's a goddamn crit.
Oh,
Fuck.
I was supposed to have disadvantage on attacking you.
Well,
Can you
never
two
mind.
help me? Can you two
Well,
help me? Because I haven't used my disadvantage yet.
It's all right. What will be, will be. That's a 18.
18. Okay, you will hit it. Yes.
All right. That's another full 6 points of damage with the light.
So you're hanging upside down, just wailing on it with your hammer or your dagger?
Oh, the hammer.
Hammer. Okay. Oh, that's
what I had in
a
my
good
hand.
chunk of damage you got there.
It was full damage.
Nice. Sean Marston, you see your buddy hanging upside down by his ankles.
I'm gonna stab it twice.
That's a good boy. You stick him good.
We'll get you guys guns eventually. And I will remember to use that disadvantage, I promise.
13 and a 16.
Both hit. Yes.
Both 7 damage.
Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about.
They don't-
You stick him good.
They don't
You-
piss me off taking my boy up in there like that.
Yeah, that's right.
You stick this
Ain't
thing
right.
really good. And you sever the grass that's holding up Jambalaya, and Jambalaya will fall to the ground. Probably, yeah, hurt his head a little bit. His hat falls off his head.
Is there a bandana under there?
Yeah, that's right. Because otherwise, this leather hat's sure gonna stick into my head.
And as you do that, the
Point of
mimic
inspiration.
the mimic turns from that grass back to that kind of pool of just like brown, purple, gray liquid. But it's not like the liquid yet. It's still kind of the goo at the moment. But it looks bad, is what that means. But it's mimic turn. The mimic, sensing that it's definitely bit off a little bit more than it could chew, it tries to turn into a horse, but because you all have chopped up so much of its goo, it turns into like a mini pony. So instead of it being like I know ponies are only 3 feet high or whatever, this thing's like 1 foot high. It's kind of cute, honestly, and it tries to gallop away. So you guys could both get a opportunity of attack for this.
Exactly.
For this
Go get it, boy.
For this cute pony.
We'll try and lasso this thing.
We can sell him, boy.
Ooh, that's 2 plus 8, 10.
10's gonna miss it.
I'm gonna try and lasso him too.
Okay, yeah.
Get him, boy.
It's a lasso off.
What's the
Rope him up
what's the
real
lasso roll? I don't even know.
Is it a dex modifier? So roll a d20, Sean,
Yeah.
and add your
What's my
dex
dex?
modifier. It's a +3, I believe.
I'll
It's a
memorize
martial
this
weapon as well, so
eventually.
your proficiency bonus
Got
too.
it.
So mine's it's the same as for your gun, basically.
16.
16, you're gonna get it. You lasso this little cute pony and keep it tethered to you as it's like trying to run away, and it's got this lasso around it. Jambalaya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna jump on this little thing and stab it up some. My time to do the sticking. Yeah. Oh, that's a critical fail.
Well, you have advantage though
All right.
because it's restrained.
That ain't too much better. That's an 8
An 8.
plus 6. 14.
14?
14
Oh, shoot.
total,
14
yeah.
will hit, actually.
All right. Yep.
You stab into this
7.
cute pony,
7 pony stabbing damage.
and you fucking kill it so hard. But as soon as you stab it, it's not anything gruesome or anything, and it's not like you're really killing a pony because the pony turns into that blue-brown, gray ooze puddle and drops to the floor. Just now, like this whole ground around you all is just soaked with that gray color, marking it in the sand. That weird carriage that you all were by is still tipped over on its side. The mechanical horses that were pulling it are still upright, standing there, like ready to pull it, but the carriage itself is on its side.
You boys in there still alive?
A couple moments go by, and then you see the lid pop open, and they were twins. They were identical twins. You see one of the rock gnomes poke its head out, and it's got a little cowboy hat too. Says, "Did y'all get it?"
We stuck them real good, them tumbleweed mimic things. Yeah, they're dead now.
They
good.
both come out now from the top of the stagecoach and walk around and kind of like look around and address the whole situation. Well, Tarnations. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting I don't have to do that anymore now that we're outside of Westhallow. Um, I think it's good luck we ran into you two. Do y'all mind helping us lift this back up?
Well, sure. What's going on? Where are
Okay,
you fellas
so-
heading to? Come on, spill the beans now.
Well, I here I am Barnabas. This here's my twin brother Beagle.
Barnabas. Bagel.
Barnabas and Beagle Rustgear.
Rusty,
And we're from the
interesting
town of
name.
Westhallow.
Oh,
And
yeah?
we fled Westhallow looking for some adventurers to come and help us take the town back over from Quick Clank McCrank.
Quick Clank McCrank.
Yeah, I
Was he
mean
some kind of chronic masturbator?
it's it's kind of a long story. If y'all don't mind, we could tie up the horses to the carriage, and we could head into town. We could explain the whole situation on the way.
All right, you've got some kind of fancy medical man up in town. We took a couple injuries from fighting off them tumbleweed things.
Yeah, we got some medics, some doctors, but
That's good.
not like the best of anything. But
Well, I know just some herbs and a good back rub would probably sort us out real nice.
yeah, sure, of
Got-
course, no problem.
Get some kind of moonshine, something like that. But anyway, anyhow, I was fixing to get your wagon started, right?
All right. I mean, I don't know how much help us two are going to be, but if you two could maybe, you two could either muscle it up or maybe like tie it to your horses and have them pull it up.
Hollywood, he's a strong boy, dumb but strong. He can pull things real good. What about them iron horses you got there?
We could use
Are they
them
any good
too. Yeah, of
Any good for
course.
pulling? That's right. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Jambalaya Pendergrass. And this
Nice.
here's my associate, he's my partner. And through life and these dusty roads that we travel, Sean Marston.
That's right. That's right.
John Marston.
Nice to meet you both. And they both stick their hands up. They're only about like 3 feet tall, like 2.5 feet tall.
Just lean out of the saddle.
So if we are indeed going to tie up the stagecoach to the horses, let's do sleight of hand check to tie some ropes onto the horses.
Alrighty. Ain't sure I'm too good at that, but let's find out.
I'm gonna do bowling.
Where are my skills at? There we
Plus
go.
3, baby.
Sleight of hand.
14, baby.
Plus 3. All right. Blip. Whip. I keep rolling it off the table. There we go. That's a 14 plus 3, 17.
Yeah, you all tie up these really good knots to the horses' saddles and to the stagecoach, and all 4 of the horses, the 2 mechanical ones, and then Hollywood and Ubo, are able to kind of mush it and walk it up and stand up the stagecoach upright. Yeah, so if y'all would tie your horses on up there with the 2 mechanical ones, we can all head into the stagecoach because we are going to need to smuggle you two into the town.
Why?
Because there are no visitors at this moment. Quick Clink McCrank has locked the whole town down.
We keep talking about this feller. Was he some kind of... What is he?
Well, he is an invention from Omas. I'm so sorry. We do not need to speak in that kind of accent anymore. It's hard to break.
What's wrong with this kind of accent?
Oh, you two
You say I
carry
talk funny?
You two carry it so well. It is just not natural coming from us.
All right. Well, I guess I'll let that one slide.
But yeah, here, let's go ahead and they're kind of getting the 2 mechanical horses back tied onto the stagecoach. It's like about an hour's ride, so we can have all the chit chat in the stagecoach here on the way. We'll smuggle
All
you
right.
two in. So after you all get your horses and the mechanical horses tied up, kind of in like a 2x2, We'll have the mechanical horses in the front, then Hollywood and Ubo behind them, and then the stagecoach. Um, so now we will be riding inside of the MS Paint. Uh, so they talk about the MS Paint a little bit. Um, they say, yeah. So I mean I don't know if you noticed it, but this stagecoach is another one of our Moss inventions. It's you're able to change whatever color you want. And they're cycling through the colors now with that little remote that they had, and they ended up on blue. Okay, so back to matters on hand. Quick Clink McCrank is an invention of our Moss. So she made these lead spitter pistols and weapons that she calls lead spitters. That they shoot these metal rounds out. We just call them guns, but it's a new thing. She was trying to get them to take off in the town of Westhallow. Nobody was really paying any attention to her, probably because we're small folk. We're the only 3 small folk in the whole town, and nobody really takes us 3 serious at all. So she thought it would
all
be
kinds of wrong.
That's that's what we've been saying for years.
Little folk got big ideas.
My mom's the best. Did you see the MS Paint?
Yeah, real impressive, real nice. Nicest wagon I ever did see.
That's what we've been saying. Nobody even thought that this thing would take off if we made them in bulk. So my mom invented Quick Clink McCrank, and she made this clockwork fellow to show off the pistols, and she thought that if she gave him a little bit of a personality, he could spice things up. He could really sell these things and really show their potential. But unfortunately, I don't think she should have given that thing a personality, because it just took it to a whole nother level. Stole all my mom's gear, fled town for a couple weeks, came back with an army of these clockwork creations, and now they're running around Westhallow. They've made it look like some facade of a town. Everything's all wooden. They've got wooden saloons. They've got these. It looks like something from the Wild West, and they're making everybody speak in certain accents. They are making everybody wear, and they kind of eye over your guys' cowboy hats and gear.
Sound pretty good to me, though.
Yeah. I reckon a feller could get real at home, real cozy like in a place like Westhallow.
Yeah, honestly, I think you two might fit in real well. I was thinking we were gonna have to find you two like some disguises and stuff, but I mean,
It looks like it's real fortuitous that we came your way, boy.
it's yeah, it must be our luck, but anyway, so Quick Clink McCrank, yeah, he's got his clockwork cronies kind of like walking the town, making sure everybody is it's all staged. You'll see when we get in what we're talking about, but we've been trying to stage a coup against Quick Clink McCrank, take back over Westhallow, but we obviously can't just us, and I think you two might just be the two town's needing you two.
All right. Well, I always did consider myself a hero. I learned a lot about nature and plight and life in general. You fancy town folk, you lose the ways of the nature, and you forget about how coyotes can bite a deer in the balls and how bears can fist fight for money. You ever see a gator wear pants like a man?
No, I don't think I have.
Well, you ain't been in nature long enough, boy. You got all soft living in them towns. Got your clockwork horses. Real difficult to keep a straight face when you boys laughing like that. Making me lose my place in my story. But anyway, I see I see them gators wearing pants like them, moving around like real city folks, and they smoking cigars and talking about stocks, and I don't understand it myself. I think them city folks, they got them weird ways. Gators
Where does the legs go?
What?
Where's their legs go?
Through the pant legs.
Where's the tail go?
They got like a little escape hatch in the back of their pants.
Do they have belts?
Well, yeah, sometimes, depends on the gator. Them real fancy gators got like gold belt buckles and such.
Where'd they get those?
I don't know, belt buckle store. Them city folks got all kinds of stores. We got one store in the town I grew up in. Buy John tobacco, and you get your knives. Get some beef jerky, and those are the three things you buy.
So no belt buckles in that one.
Nope. I made this here belt buckle I'm wearing out of deer antler and dirt.
How's the dirt stay on it?
Well, you gotta spit on it real good.
That's mud.
You've been chawing up some of that there back and you spit it on the ground there and you mix it all together and it sets real hard like a resin.
That's mud, sir.
Cement.
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was spitting.
Turns into cement.
So you all can look out the windows of the stagecoach, but even so, like even looking out of the windows, you guys can all see just from looking into the stagecoach earlier, you know that you really can't see into the windows of the stagecoach, even though you two can see out. And the surrounding region becomes progressively more of this arid scrubland, and the closer you get to the town of Westhallow, you see cacti, wind-worn rock formations that become more common in the increasingly dry heat. A wide lane road marks the town of Westhallow, which even casual observation shows has been strangely modified. You see crude wooden facades that are tacked up onto the front of stone buildings, giving them this like shoddy frontier look. Something powerful and magic has changed the environment of this region, with the town of Westhallow at its center. The town of Westhallow itself has been changed by something else. And Barnabas and Beagle bring you all into this small warehouse just at the edge of the town. And they open up the back door of the stagecoach, and you are in Bellis's workshop. Bellis, their mother. The workshop is a converted barn with numerous articulated metal arms that are positioned over these long workbenches. The workbenches are noticeably bare. Empty drawers, toolboxes are scattered about the shop. But you do see Bellis Rust Gear working over one workbench that does have a couple tools still left behind. And the brothers greet their ma. Hey ma, look who we found! And they motion to you two as you two get off the wagon.
Howdy, ma'am. Name's Jambalaya Pendergrass, and this here's my associate Sean Master. Now, we heard you had problems with a masturbating robot called Quick Clank, my crank, something like that.
Yeah, Quick Click McCrank. Yeah, I know. I thought that same thing when I gave her that name. I thought, oh man, everyone's gonna think this robot's just masturbating up a storm. It doesn't
Hacking
masturbate
off all over the prairie.
It doesn't. It just is good at shooting stuff.
Well, I should think so.
That's why I need to work on naming stuff.
Well, never mind about that, ma'am. We need some help from some sturdy-looking fellers.
Yeah, it's good. It's good you all came here. Good on you boys for finding two good, strong folk quick enough. But so Quick Click McCrank has got a big town event planned for tomorrow. The Hodeo Rodeo, he calls it. And I think something really bad's going to happen in that Hodeo Rodeo. So we need to stop. We need to stage an uprising before the Hodeo Rodeo happens.
All right. Well, how do you suggest we help? Where do we come into this uprising?
Well, I will say, as strong as you two both look, I don't think you all are going to be able to take on Quick Clink McCrank and his fellow clockwork buddies he's created. So, y'all are going to need to raise up the town, get the townsfolk involved, too. The thing is, If Quick Clink McCrank finds out about the uprising, Quick Clink McCrank's just gonna stay out of town. He's not gonna come around. Right now, he's planning on coming around tomorrow. We need him to come around because y'all need to put a stop to him personally. It doesn't matter if you kill off his clockwork folk because he ain't in town. You can just make a bunch of other ones, send them all in. You need to take out the head of the snake, so to speak. To do that, you need to lay low. And there's a couple people around town y'all really need to get on your side. If we're liking the way this conversation's going, I can give you the ins and outs of the people that y'all need to get.
Well, I mean, what's in it for us?
Well, I mean
not to be crass about it, man, but we gotta eat. We gotta live. You know, we can't do nothing for free.
Well, Quick Clank did take most of my supplies, but I mean, you could have this here stagecoach, the MS Paint. It's gonna be worth
a mighty
pretty
fancy
painting.
Stagecoach. I like it.
Make it any color you want.
That sounds pretty good. Anything
Real
else?
quick, find out what MS Paint.
I have a funny story about MS Paint.
Hold on, I gotta find out. Why can I can hear myself? Why do I hear myself?
Because you ain't gone deaf, boy. That's why you can hear yourself.
All right, I turned it off. Sorry about that. MS Paint. I'm trying to find out. It stands for something, and there was no way I was gonna remember what it stood for.
Microsoft Paint.
No, it's got like a acronym.
Oh, for the game?
It's the Mobile Stagecoach Pigment Altering Integration New Technology. There was no fucking way I was going to remember that.
There's some $10 words right there.
Yeah, you all could take the MS Paint for payment, and I mean, it's got to be worth something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that sounds pretty good. What you think, Sean? I'll take that as confirmation. All right. Well, how's we supposed to fight this here thing if he got all fancy shooting irons?
So what you're all going to need to do is you're going to need to rally the town, right? And to rally the town, there's a couple people you're all going to need to get on your side. You're going to need to get Mayor Blankenship. Mayor Blankenship will be really good at gathering a couple other folks that, you know, like he'll be able to cast a wider net and get more people in with you. You need to get the Kirby's. The Kirby's are over in the Dusty Boot Saloon. And they are the best gun tootin' shootings in the town, so you're going to want them. And then you can get Buster Wiley at the general store. Buster's Bodega. If you get Mayor Blankenship, the Kirby's, and Buster Wiley on your side, you will have the whole town on your side. We stage the Hodeo Rodeo. As soon as Quick Clank McCrank shows his little face, we can take him out. The whole town on our back.
That sounds pretty good. Pretty good.
I
mean.
I've got some things that may be able to help you all too.
All right, let's see him.
So, Quick Clank took most of my inventory of my lead spitters, but I have been working here. He left a couple tools behind. I've been working on a couple. I have got here two. I call them pistols. They are handheld lead spitters. And then I've got one long rifle that's got a little bit more range to it, a little bit more oomph behind it.
Oh, dang, it's dusty in here. Sorry about that.
Bless you, Jambalaya.
My sinuses.
Bless you, boy.
Thank you.
So maybe one of y'all could use the 2, and one of you could use the 1, the big one.
Give me that big one, boy. I mean, ma'am.
So, Jambalaya, you will be getting the long rifle. Sean Marston, you will be getting the dual lead spitters.
All right.
And just so everybody watching and listening knows the mechanics of these, we are using the misfire mechanics, which means that if they roll, I think both of them have a 2 for the misfire score. If anytime you roll a 2 or a 1 while making an attack with them, your gun jams up and you have to use a whole action to unjam it and make a tinkerer's check to try to fix it. So try not to do that. And Sean Marston's pistols will have a D10 each, and he will be able to fire one as an action and one as a bonus action. Jambalaya's long rifle will have a D12 of damage and have some more range. I think Sean Marston's is like 40-60 range, and I think Jambalaya's is 80-120 range. That's just off the top of my
It
head.
says 320 on here, but I think that's,
that's
probably
not
a little
right.
bit too big.
That's not right. That's wrong.
We'll never have to get close, boy.
So that's kind of the mechanics we're going to be using for the guns in this campaign. Which guns will definitely be playing a part in this campaign. So that's the difference between the two. Sean Marston's got 2 pistols. Jambalaya's got 1 long rifle. So I mean, yeah. I mean, you all gonna. I got these costumes here. I've been kind of collecting for whoever needs to blend in with the town. But I mean, you two look like.
We look like we need costumes more.
Yeah, it looks like Mick Clank just coughed you two up himself.
Well, he's got some taste. I'll give him that.
Now, you two are going to need to, like I said, lay low. Try not to, like, kill any of his clockwork robots around town just yet. Because, like I said, if y'all do that, draw attention, he ain't going to show up to the Hodeo Rodeo. So you got to lay low. But you do need to go to those 3 places. You got to go to the town hall to get Mayor Blankenship. You need to go to the Dusty Boot Saloon to get the Kirby's. And you need to go to Buster's Bodega and get Buster Wiley. So whatever order y'all want to do all that, you guys, that's up to you two. But just while you're doing it, try to lay low.
These clockwork boys that around town, they ain't gonna make us on sight, is they?
No, all they're really doing around town is they are making sure that people are sticking straight close to Quick Clank's ideal village, ideal town. So he's just making sure everyone's talking the cowboy lingo, dressing the cowboy style. He's really one for appearances, but I think you two are going to fit right on it. I don't think you two are even going to need to, change anything. Don't change a thing.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, I don't know about you, Sean, but I sure could usually drink, get some of that trail dust out of the old throat. Oh,
Here, have some of this.
oh.
What is this? What are you drinking?
He done drank on my drink.
Bruh. Oh, dang, son, that's gonna kick like a mule.
Remember what I call it?
Jeez.
It's called a mule.
Shit, son. Oh my God. Burns my insides.
Yeah, let's go to the bar.
Oh.
So you all want to head to
I
the
got
Dusty Boot
blind.
Saloon first.
Yeah.
All right. So walking into town, because you all are on this workshop is on the edge of town, the very far edge of town. You're walking down the streets, and when I say streets, I mean it's just like dirt, but
Singular.
a little bit
Singular
more
dirt.
a little bit more organized dirt. You do see a posters plastering all the walls around the area that say the Hodeo Rodeo, a most genuine and original event performing for one night only. You'll ride, you'll dance, or you will be shot. And it is postmarked for tomorrow night. So walking into town, it's if you've ever seen a Western movie, that's exactly what this looks like here. And as soon as you're walking in, you do see right there the Dusty Boot Saloon within walking distance. However, as you all are approaching the Dusty Boot Saloon, you see a terrified half-orc that marches up to you, and he kind of stammers. He says, You all better draw your weapons, varmint." He kind of stammers, and you see a mechanical humanoid with a bronze mustache approach you all with a white apron, and it says,
It appears you've entered into a deadly duel. Would you like some help?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
No problem.
The half orc is still like standing there. He is visibly shaking, like hand at the hip, like ready to draw. Which one of you two would like to enter into a showdown?
I'll do it.
You got them pistolas there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
exactly.
sense. Yeah, okay, cool. So, the robot, the clockwork, says,
My name is Fix 'em Up Clippy, and it looks like you have entered into a showdown. Let me help you. First step of the showdown is to intimidate your opponent.
So to intimidate your opponent, these showdowns are going to be a reoccurring thing throughout this series. So the way that they work is that, as Fix 'em Up Clippy will explain to you, Sean Marston, is the first step of a showdown is for you and your opponent to both make a intimidation check, and whoever wins the intimidation check off will get advantage on the next step of the thing. So let me go ahead and roll mine.
You got this one, boy. I'm just gonna take a little nap.
I got
won't
10
be worried.
total.
Don't be worried.
12.
A 12. Okay, that makes sense. This half orc that you're facing off on, I mean, looks like visibly he does not want to be here. He does not want to be doing this. So what do you? So it's just like you, just the way your stance, your posture. This half orc knows that you've been in a stare down before or two. So he looks even more shaken and more terrified. As Fix 'em Up
I
Clippy
pulled my
says.
pants down and flexed my thighs. That's why I intimidated him.
Oh, God dang.
Yeah, you like that, boy.
Well, what in tarnation? Those are some nice thighs you got there. And Fix 'em Up Clippy says,
The next move of the stare down is the move. You will get to choose between 5 actions, maybe 4 actions. That's to be determined. Action 1 is to attack. Action 2 is to disarm. Action 3 is to run. That usually means that you lost the duel. And action 4 is to improvise. You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to attack.
attack. So for attack, you just make an attack roll against the target AC. And because you won the stare down portion, you will get advantage.
I don't know if this weapon's on my D&D Beyond, is it?
Yes, it should be. Yes, it is the 6-shooter pistol.
Oh, okay.
6-shot pistol.
22.
Oh, damn.
We'll just take it.
You pull up your pistol real quick, pop him right in the chest. As soon as you do, you hear an audible ding, and it knocks this half-orc off his feet. He lands in the grass, or in the dirt, and he turns over and starts you can hear him and see him visibly crying. As he starts crawling away, he stands up to his feet and just kind of is trying to catch his breath, and then just walks off and leaves. And Fix 'em Up Clippy says,
That was an excellent stare down. You did a very fine job. Good job.
What in tarnation was that all about?
I don't know, man.
Let me know if you need any help in town. And Fix 'em Up.
And Fix 'em Up Clippy leaves and walks away.
All right. I got sure got a hankering to do something bad to that there mechanical feller, but I guess we'd better wait until tomorrow.
Wait, so we got to select if we entered into the showdown, right?
Yes.
So this guy was automatically just chosen?
Well, his name was Tumblewees, and that's his role in the town, is to challenge newcomers to showdowns
Gotcha.
against his will. But he is now
Poor
left.
guy.
So you think that him leaving, you think that maybe like whenever he does one showdown for the day, he probably gets to go home. Because he definitely looks like he's going into a house now.
Well, good
And
thing he
you
didn't
heard an
die.
audible clink, so it sounds like he's wearing like a breastplate.
All right. That makes sense, I suppose.
I suppose.
This is all some kind of fantasy from some kind of mechanical feller. I don't. I guess make some kind of twisted logic.
So
Let's go.
heading into the Dusty Saloon.
I'm leading Hollywood behind me.
Okay, there's a tie-up post.
No, I'm taking him into the saloon.
You can maybe try to squeeze him in, but you don't.
I'm thirsty.
Okay. Well, there's a trough at the tie-in station.
You don't
for
drink
the-
water. Drinks that good sarsaparilla.
Okay. You could roll. Another thing we are doing for this campaign is that part of the fun of Red Dead Redemption was them badly riding horses. So to try to mimic that as much as we can for this series, we have got a DC for animal handling for Hollywood and Ubo. They're pretty new horses at the moment, so actually right now the DC is actually 18. But as they bond with their horses and kind of, get to know them, that DC over time, over the series, will decrease lower and lower. And it will be easier for them to do things. But if you're going to try to get Hollywood in through the saloon doors, that is going to be animal handling because it is going to be brushing up on those sides, and he might
He's a
not
good
like
boy.
it.
Listen to me. What is that? That's a 16 plus 6. 22.
Dang it. And I
Come on, boy.
able
Get
to
you-
convince
get you a
Hollywood.
sarsaparilla.
You can convince him that this good sarsaparilla is in this bar. So he makes an effort to squeeze through the double saloon doors. And actually, the saloon looks just like my backdrop on Zoom. So it's complete with the double swinging saloon doors and everything. Will you all let me know, everybody in chat, if the Wild West Saloon from Tabletop Audio is sounding good, or if I need to... Oh, I think I might need to decrease that volume, actually, because I can hear it. And if I can hear it, I think it's too loud for the stream. You all let me know, but I think I'm going to need to decrease that a little bit. Let me see. Sorry, everybody. I don't want to be blasting your all's ears with Tavern. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Oh, sounds good. All right. Seems good. Okay. I thought it would be too loud, because usually if I can hear it, it means it's too loud for the stream. But we shall continue. So, entering into this Dusty Saloon with Hollywood, is Ubo coming, or are you tying up Ubo outside?
I'll tie him up.
Okay, you tie him up outside. He's got just a trough of water, not sarsaparilla, but... yeah, that's true. Everybody, I just now started it, so it might have been delayed a little bit. So entering into the Dusty Boot Saloon, the bar is in a somber mood. You see a half-elf woman in a vest and a bowler cap that is kind of glowering behind the bar as she's cleaning some beer glasses. You see three
Ma'am.
patrons sitting around a low hexagonal table, slowly
Fellas.
dealing out hands of cards while a compact piano against the wall beside them is just playing itself a plunky, tinny tune. Like, nobody's playing the piano, it's just one of those pianos that just, like, can play itself.
That's a fancy piano. Fanciest piano ever I did see. Excuse me, miss. I get a nice... You got any, like, good sarsaparilla?
Are you talking to the woman behind the bar?
Lady
or
behind
a
the
bartender?
bar.
Or, I mean, not a bartender, a barkeep, I think they're called, when they, like, actually walk around.
All right. Well, I guess the lady behind the bar. I'll
Okay.
address her directly.
Yeah, we got some sarsaparilla.
What kind?
The good kind, the best kind.
That's a good one. All right. Well, get one of them for my horse Hollywood. I'll take a beer.
All right, that's
You
gonna
want
be
some, Sean?
I'll take a whiskey.
Get a whiskey from my good friend Sean.
that will be 1 silver for the whiskey, 1 silver for the sarsaparilla, and then 5 copper for the beer.
All right. There you go.
She takes out the money and she puts down the glass as she's been polishing and starts to fill all the drink orders and lays them on the bar.
Pass the bottle of sarsaparilla to Hollywood and let him drink it over my shoulder.
Hey, good boy.
So pat it on the neck.
Good boy.
We
You like
usually
that
don't
sarsaparilla?
let horses into the bar.
Well, Hollywood's a good boy. He's a real good boy. Look at him.
He just shit on the
Fine
floor.
creature. That's all. Don't pay him no mind. It'll be
He
all
just
right.
shit on my newly polished floor.
He's fine. He'll just buff out.
I'll clean it up.
What?
You just let him do what he does. He's all right.
You two
Forgot
don't.
why we came in here to make friends. I think we probably should just clean up the horse poop.
I'll clean it. Let me clean it up.
Here's a mop, a bucket, a broom, and a little broom scooper, whatever that's called.
Hollywood,
Yes.
you don't shit on the floor no more. You go outside like a good boy. You want to do that.
All right, I cleaned it up.
It's clean now. You two don't look like you're from here. I've never seen you all in Westhallow before. So what brings you to town?
We came in town. Can keep my voice real low like. We just came from seeing Ma and the Rottnome boys. Says you got a problem here with a fancy clockwork man making you do all kinds of nefarious stuff. Don't like it none.
She
Send
looks.
us in here, see if we can raise some rebellion against that there clockwork fella.
She looks around a little bit, and she kind of waves you two in closer. Yeah, now look. She drops the accent. Now look. If you two are really looking to cause an uprising, I've been waiting for this moment for weeks now, 10 days now. My wife over there serving the table, she thinks we should just, be complacent, let it happen, and just lay low. I think it's time to fight back. If you two are serious about it, you're gonna want those two over there, the brother and sister, and she points over at the trio playing cards. That there are the Kirbys. They're the best lead spitter shooters in town. You get them two on your side, I think you two are golden.
I see. Well, I assure you I am as serious as a badger with blue balls. We better go over there and talk to them Kirby boys. What's your name, feller?
So are you two sitting down at the table? The table has enough seats for both of you to sit down.
Fellers, mind if we join you?
Well, of course. Sit on down and play a hand.
All right, yeah, you tell me in there, boy. Yeah, that'll be good. Name's Jambalaya Pendergrass. This here's my associate and partner, Sean Musk.
Nice to meet you. You all know how to play Texas Hold'em?
I know when
Texas
to
Hold'em?
Hold'em.
That's a weird name for Faerun.
Wait,
You all know how to play
explain
West
to me
Hollow
what is a
Hold'em?
Texas?
West
I
Hollow
know
Hold'em? I misspoke. Sometimes they call it West Hollow, Texas.
well, I know when to hold them and when to fold them. Know
There
when
you
to walk
go.
away
Good
and
as,
know when to run.
good as gold around here. And
That's right.
they start to deal up the hand.
Hey, you never count your money when you're sitting at the table.
Hey, this
Time
first
enough for
round,
counting when the dealing's done.
ain't for money. Both of you guys roll an insight check real quick.
All right. How insightful am I? +3. That's just 17.
22, son. Nat 20.
You all could both tell that these three people look like they would rather be anywhere else in the world than right here, right now. You see them, two of them, the two Kirby's, like, have some beads of sweat going down the face, and they're looking around at, you know, the other people at the table. They don't look like they're having a great time.
Fellers, I'm gonna level with you. We've been told that you fellers is the fastest lead spittingest fellers in the entire township. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. Well, I heard also that there's a clockwork feller by the name of Quick Crank McCrank
That's right.
causing all kinds of botheration, problems, vexatious behavior. Well, we's here to stir up a bit of an uprising, a rebellion against this here clockwork feller. You be interested in doing a little bit of that tomorrow at the Hody Rodeo?
The male brother of the Kirby's speaks up and says, well, now I think that's something we could manage if you two take our seats here at this poker table for a little bit and give us a little break.
Yeah, what's the catch?
Well, the catch is Fix 'em Up Clippy's gonna be in probably about 10 minutes now, and he's gonna be expecting a bar fight. And I gotta tell you, I got just the biggest migraine already from this morning's bar fight. He's gonna want you to accuse somebody else of cheating, slipping cards in their sleeve, and then busting some bottles on each other's heads and causing a big ruckus throughout here, flipping some tables, causing a bar fight. And I got the biggest headache. I don't want to have to do it right now.
All
you
right,
two
so-
take our seats. You two do the bar fight.
Just the two of us? We gotta fight each other.
You two fight each other, and you can fight here, Leroy.
Oh. Yeah,
Leroy,
all right.
he ain't.
I like the sound of that a little more.
Leroy here ain't shit with the gun, so you don't really need him for tomorrow, but you do need us
Leroy,
too. So you take
I
our
am
two
sorry
seats.
about this, Leroy, but you gonna get whooping. You gonna get a real whooping. We'll make it up to you after we get rid of the clockwork feller.
All right, so you two take our seats right here, and then they both get up from the table. So Fix 'em Up Clippy, like clockwork, pun fully intended, will be here in about probably about 5 minutes now. We're gonna dip out the back. We're gonna go catch a little nap, rest our heads. You all have fun with that bar fight.
All right then, fellas. Get my horse another sarsaparilla. Keep him coming. He's thirsty.
They on their way out, they go to the bar, get a sarsaparilla, and feed it to Hollywood.
Much obliged, fellas.
And they both dip out. And I mean, you two are just kind of playing with Leroy. There's other people in the bar. There's two other patrons at a different table, and then obviously the barkeep and the bartender. But like clockwork, about 5 minutes later, you see Fix 'em Up Clippy come in, and Fix 'em Up Clippy stands in the corner and is just kind of eyeing the whole bar.
You ready for this one, Sean?
Let's get it, boy.
All right. Leroy, you low down son of a bitch. You've been keeping cards up them there sleeves all night and rinsing me for my money. Clean jumping, low down, yellow bellied snake in the grass. Just jump on him.
Roll me a deception check real quick. Or a performance check, I mean. Performance.
All right. Performance, I think I'm probably better at that, but no. Let me have a look there. Nope, +0. Let's find out. An 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean Marston, what are you doing in this situation?
I'm gonna lasso him. His
Sean
feet.
Marston, you roll me a performance check also.
I think he should have advantage on that if he's actually lassoing him instead of just shouting at him.
16.
Oh, 16. Okay. All right. Yeah, you lasso him. Grab him up. He looks fucking terrified. He does not look happy at all. The other two, the two patrons at the other table, flip their table over for no reason and run up to you, and they're both just, raising their knuckles. They're ready to go. We'll have one of them is going to swing a punch at Sean Marston. A natural 20.
Dodge.
So it's just 2 points of damage as it lands right square in your jaw.
Oh, damn.
The other one's gonna run up to Jambalaya, and it says that one rolled a 19. Holy shit!
That'll work.
This one says, y'all yellow bellies, and it punches you right in the nose, and it makes a couple drips of blood come down.
My goddamn nose, you piece of shit! Oh.
Love you, good night. Sweet dreams. That's Liam waving high.
Please ignore the bad language coming from me.
And now we'll be
sweet
back
child.
up. We'll be back up to Jambalaya.
All right, well, I'm gonna grab a bottle from the table and break it on this fella who just punched me in the nose.
Do another performance check.
15.
15. Okay, cool. Yeah. What does it look like when you do this?
Pick up the bottle, like flip it over in my hand, so I'm grabbing it by the neck and just break it on top of his head.
It knocks this guy out cold, and he hits the ground.
That's what you get, you piece of shit! Fuck my nose! Ugh.
Sean Marston. What does Sean Marston do now?
I'm gonna smash my whiskey glass.
Okay, it's
On
like
the one-
it's a
one that punched
tumbler,
me.
so you can't even sit it on the you can't sit it on the bar because it's got a rounded bottom. You're supposed to take a shot and then flip it upside
Gotcha.
down. So yeah, you smash this on. Is it on Leroy's head, who you've got lassoed, or is it on
Yeah,
one of the
we'll
other
just
two
do
patrons?
Leroy.
Okay, you hit it on Leroy's
For
head.
no reason.
Roll a
Oh no.
It's car cheat.
Roll a
Filthy
pers-
low down car cheat.
roll
Fuck.
a performance with advantage on this one since he's lassoed.
Oh my nose. Lord.
What happened? My headphones came out.
Would you roll?
What?
You got to roll a performance with advantage.
Okay. My headphones popped out again. $15.
15. Yeah, you smash your whiskey glass into this Leroy's head as he is kind of tied up by your lasso, and he drops unconscious to the floor also. The last patron sees you two just knock out both of its friends, looks over in the corner at McClippy, or what's his name? Fix him up Clippy. And I'm going to have him roll a check real quick. He looks between you two, McClippy, and he bolts out the tavern. The saloon, I mean. And
All
then Fix Him Up Clippy approaches you two, and Fix Him Up Clippy says,
You appear to be in a bar fight. Do you need any help?
No.
No, I think we got this one, fella.
Fix Him Up Clippy looks around, sees everybody kind of on the ground, and he looks at you, Jambalaya, and says,
Next time, you want to make sure that you hit them square in the temple or square in the jaw.
All right, I'll bear that in mind.
Go ahead and try it on this fellow right here.
And he points at Sean Marston.
Oh, you mean this fella? Gonna pick up Leroy by his lapels.
No, this fellow right here, standing up still.
All right. Sean, I'm sorry about this. I'm
It's
trying
fine.
to make it a little bit of a love tap.
Just go for it.
All right.
Just like we practice.
Just
a
like
nine.
we practice.
That's
So go ahead and
19.
make a unarmed strike against Sean Marston.
Oh, fuck. Not a performance this time, huh?
Nope.
Shit. All right. That was a 19. Now, do I get any pluses to that? Probably.
I mean, I think you're good. We know his armor class is 14.
Yeah. So I hit you.
I drop to the ground.
How much damage do you do to Sean Marston?
Just a flat one, isn't it? If it's, I don't have any bonuses or anything.
Yeah, I always forget how unarmed attack.
Oh no,
I mean,
no. Plus, it's 3.
3 damage.
Yeah, flat 3.
Okay. So Sean Marston, you will take 3 points of damage. You said that you're going to drop to the ground, Sean Marston?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it like
All right. Roll a performance
it's
check.
devastating.
Again. Yeah.
Performance.
I'm like ringing my fist. That was the most deadly haymaker I ever did throw. Oh.
I got a 9.
A 9. Fix him up.
But how
Clippy
hard
said-
is it to perform that?
Well, fix him up. Clippy says. Well, fix him up. Clippy doesn't know your name, so fix him up. Clippy points at Jambalaya and says,
That was a good solid punch you did there, sir. You
Well,
took
thank
down
you.
on the ground. You could do better.
He's gonna make you beat my ass.
Why don't we just, you come back to the next scheduled bar fight and we'll review my progress.
Let's just real quick, you sir, you stand on up. Just one more real quick before I leave. Now let's see you punch this fellow in the face.
Just like we practice.
Go on, Sean.
Here we go. What am I rolling?
"Oh, it's I accidentally the robot. It's your unarmed attack. It should be on D&D Beyond. Like it should say
Oh
unarmed.
yeah, got it.
Go on, get me, boy.
11.
Nope.
So yeah, you swing at him. Even with him standing there, oh, you could have advantage because I think Jambalaya is like trying to get you to hit him, right? So you have advantage. Let's see.
Yeah,
if the second...
I'm not even trying to avoid you. So
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what-
So that's why I want to give him advantage. But if this
When-
other one is bad,
22.
okay, 22 is gonna hit. Yes.
Oh fuck!
Now Jambalaya, you roll a performance check to hit the ground.
12.
12. Okay.
That was a good solid punch, mister. Hey, you down on the ground there. If you are conscious still, that was very believable. I enjoyed it a lot.
My teeth.
I'll be back tomorrow in the AM. Good job, everybody.
And make Clippy or Clippy make help with whatever the fuck his name is. Leaves the bar.
This sounds fucked up, dude.
I mean, it looks pretty nice from the outside, but yeah, I don't like these clockwork fellers making me punch you in the face. I don't like that at all.
Everybody's kind of getting to their feet now, and the patrons that were like the other 3 patrons that were part of the bar fight now just stand up and they leave. You think that probably once the bar fight's over, they know that they've got a couple hours before Clippy's going to be back.
I tell you what, give me another one of them. Give me a whiskey this time. Oh, God dang, son.
Evelyn behind the bar brings you out a whiskey, serves you up. Yeah, I told you this town it's all sorts of messed up.
Ugh.
But I'm telling you now that the Kirby's seem to be on your side now. So tomorrow's going to be the big coup.
Right, yeah, that's right. At the Holy Rodeo, we gotta wait till till the old Clippy Cranky McCrank turns up, and then we gonna get him.
Have you all talk to anybody else in town to get them on your side, or was this
No,
your
we
first
came
step?
we came here straight away because we wanted a drink. You know, seemed to make sense. Didn't realize I was going to get punched in the face twice, but I guess there's some breaks.
Yeah, I think now, like if you if you make your rounds today, I think tomorrow, I think we got a good shot at overthrowing these clockwork fellows.
Good, because these guys seem like assholes to me.
So the Kirby's after like an hour of you all hanging out in the bar. So like if you guys want to have any like conversations in the bar and talk with the barkeep or anything, we can do that. Otherwise, the Kirby's will be coming back into the bar to chat with you.
No, I think we'll just make sure Hollywood keeps them sarsaparillas. You know, I don't want him to go dry and keep patting his neck. Tell him he's a good boy.
Hollywood is staying well quenched, and you look outside, you see Ubo is still outside just chugging along at that trough water. And the eventually the Kirby's come back in. And
fellas.
one of them's got a big ice pack on his head. Oh, thank you for taking that beating for us. We have to do that 3 times a day.
Really? Well,
It's horrible.
that's pretty bad. Yeah, I can see why you don't like this fella very much.
That's what I'm saying. Quick Clink McCrank is a stickler for the details. Even if nobody knew's in town, he still makes us do these bar fights.
Well, I tell you what, boy, we gotta speak to the mayor, Blankenship, and then who else? General store fella.
His name is sorry, I'm pulling it up.
Something with a B, 'cause it's a bodega and it's all alliterative.
It's Buster Wiley.
Buster's bodega.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fellas, I hope we can rely on you tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow, yeah, of course. Tomorrow, do we have like a code word for when things are about to pop off?
I'm gonna cry out real loud. Get you some possum, boy. That's gonna be the words. Means it's all jumping off.
All right, yeah. When we hear "get you some possum," we got our guns ready. They've got us lead spitters so that we could do showdowns with people and we could do bar fights. Believable. So I mean, we're armed up. We're ready to go.
That's good. That's good. Baby ready. Cause gonna be some bloody work done before the day's done. I tell you what, boy.
So I think that is a really good ending point for tonight. We will end with you all having the Kirby's on your side. So next episode we will try to get the mayor on your side and the Buster on your side. Man, I'm so excited. I love this. I can't believe we got to wait 2 weeks now for the next one.
I know, that sucks. I want to
That
play
does
more.
suck. Yeah, I'm ready to play for
suck.
the next 4 hours. But no, I mean, we're about 10 minutes away from our ending time, so I thought this would be a really good ending point.
Yeah,
So
why not?
we'll go ahead and, Jerron, do anything you want to plug before we end and wrap up?
Yeah, more things than I can really count. So, Monday is part 4 of Dungeons and Dreamers, I believe. With
Yes.
is it DB running?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so DB's running part 4 of Dungeons and Dreamers on Monday. I'm playing Pliskin, the Snake Boy, Eldritch Knight in that series. Then there's Roll for Weird, in which I play the elderly vampire Silas Lancaster. And also Dice Talk, I believe, is I'd have to drop Silas's voice. I'm sorry. Dice Talk is dropping on Wednesday, I think, this coming Wednesday, the first episode with me as co-host. Other than that, this in 2 weeks' time. I think that's it.
Yeah. Sean, I know. I mean, you've got whatever I've got to plug, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, We are going to be putting this out on podcatchers everywhere under Shitty Cowboys with the I is going to be a star. So it's going to be censored a little bit. And we're going to be releasing these on podcasts bi-weekly. Very minimal editing. It's pretty much going to be adding like filters to all of our tracks and some noise gates and stuff like that. But other than that, it's not going to be a lot of editing or like ambience or anything added. But still, definitely check that out. Go search for Shitty Cowboys. Either this Wednesday or next Wednesday, we are going to alternate with Dice Talk. So if Dice Talk comes out this week, we will be coming out the following week. And that's how we're going to be doing it. Also, this show is going to be every other Saturday, 6 to 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, much like tonight was. And I cannot wait. If you enjoyed this adventure, this module, this setting, go over to drivethrurpg.com and pick up the Wranglers of Westhallow. We are still in the first one-shot that's in the book. And there are, I think, 5 or 6 one-shots in the book. And then PB Publishing, one of the authors, teased a part 2. So I'm really hoping they come out with part 2 so that we have more content to run through. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make up my own shit. And I'm not as good at that as running stuff that other better creators have came up with.
You stop it with that nonsense, boy. You was a fine creator.
Other than that, go and follow all of our other shows on the Majestic Goose podcast. If you haven't, the giveaway that will give out 3 print copies of this adventure is ending within the hour right now. And there was only 30 people that entered, so you'll have a 1 in 10 chance of winning a print copy of this adventure. I want to win it. Because I got the PDF, I don't have the print copy. So go and try to enter to win this book, and you can do that by clicking on. I just posted in the chat that giveaway. You go to that tweet right there. Sign up for Alex's mailing list, which Alex just puts out really good DM's Guild content. So he's not going to be spamming you with a bunch of emails and stuff. It's only going to be for very, very good new DM's Guild and new Drive-Thru RPG content coming out. And then follow us on our podcast network, Majestic Goose, Twitter. And that's all you need to do to enter to win one of 3 print copies of this adventure. And like I said, I'm hoping I win one of those because I got the PDF. But if you've got a print copy, I mean, it's completely different. It's really good. So yeah, and then go follow us on all social media. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I did, and I'm really sad that we have to stop it right now. But we will see you all in 2 weeks.
Later, partners.
Bye,
Later.
everybody.
Don't let the coyote spot you in the groin there.
That's our word of wisdom that we will say every 2 weeks now. Bye, buddy.